is game 32 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by the #1 supporters of Troy and Abed in the morning, the superstars over at Zappos. The Bananas come in at 18 and 13, winners of the first two here in Mesa, Arizona, and are looking for a clean 3-game sweep tonight as the Party Animals look to build back some momentum before Fresno this coming Friday. Let's take a look at the Nanners' defensive alignment here in this series culmination. In the outfield, left to right, it is Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, you see Gabe Howell, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Brandon Crosby. Behind the dish, it is Eric Jones Jr. and towing the slab, Danny Hosley.
In Ryan Cox's last 4 games, he has 17 trick plays for the Bananas. He's up to a World Tour leading 69 this season. It's just about the nicest start he could have asked for. Meanwhile, Gabe Howell, 5 trick plays here in Mesa, Arizona. He started to get hot in the trickery, and D.R. Meadows, 2 trick plays last night for the Bananas. He has 3 games with 2 trick plays in the month of April.
Let's get a closer look at Hosley on the bump, the man who has been perfect in his 7 trick play attempts. This is only his second start of the tour. He has 10 saves. He is the greatest pitcher we have seen in Banana Ball history. A little bit under the weather tonight. The Nanners are hoping to get 2 innings out of him, but they'd be happy with 1 scoreless frame.
Yeah, but Danny Hosley, I mean, it's the same thing as last season. A guy who has a 2-1 record this season. He's making his second start, has 10 saves this season. Bananas want to throw him out early. He's striking out 25% of batters this season. The 2.45 ERA plus, more than 2 times better than the tour average pitcher this year. And in Hosley's only start this season, he threw 2 scoreless frames, only gave up 1 hit to the Party Animals, struck out a batter, and averaged 4 minutes and 20 seconds per inning pitch, and only threw 35 pitches. He was very efficient out there on the mound.
Let's get a gander at the Party Animals lineup that opposes Danny Do-It-All for the 32nd time. This year it is Reese Hampton leading it off, the switch-hitting center fielder. Behind him, Bryson Bloomer and Jake Skoll. Cleaning it up for the second straight night is Chase Acuff. Dalton Cornett in the 5 spot, Tanner Thomas behind him. And the bottom 4, Jason Swan, Dustin Baber, Bronson Ballholm, and Jordan Hussein.
The Party Animals batting just .215 against Hosley, but the 2 guys batting .400 or better against him, Jason Swan, the first baseman, and Chase Acuff, tonight's cleanup hitter, batting .545 against Haas.
Let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
Banana Nation, it's time. On 3, I need everyone here to yell, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime.
Showtime indeed, my dear friend. Hampton will swing it from the left side. The center fielder in his 3rd World Tour with the Party Animals, the pride of Charlotte, North Carolina. Opposed by the man out of Vienna, Virginia, 60 feet and 6 inches away from him on the mound. One of the best pitchers and one of the best hitters we have ever seen in this sport. When it comes to last year's tour, you could put an exclamation point on both of those facts, as for the second straight night from 2 different sides of the plate, Hampton starts the game with a bloop base hit to right.
And the same celebration for Reese Hampton to start the game as well, with the little basketball swish there. And that'll bring up Bryson Bloomer, who had the night off last night for the Party Animals and looking to start this game hot for them.
I think they call that move the pump fake Hezzy Hay, Josh. I mean, you've competed in some serious intramural, homemade collegiate championship type atmospheres on the courts. You should know that. This one hit a mile high to the right side. Alexiadis calls off Olsen, and there's out number 1 for Haas.
Good play by Reese Alexiadis, ranging over in right field, and be good to just answer what you've teed me up for.
Can't let that one fly.
It was 2 years of playing for the Athens Clarke County Unified Government Cup, affectionately known as the Buck.
How is it? Okay, it was a buck. I thought it was going to be like an acronym, but that doesn't. The buck doesn't have anything to do with, right?
The Bucky's logo was on the trophy, which is why we called it the Buck.
There it is. It's all falling into place now. Jake Skoll at the dish, as Hosley checks on Hampton over at first. Reese runs like the wind. 5 of 6 on his stolen base attempts this year, as that one just gets a little bit away from Eric Jones Jr. And it's going to be a pass ball, allowing Hampton to advance 90 feet.
Eric Jones Jr. making his 10th start behind the plate for the Bananas. Had no passed balls through his first 8, now 2 in back-to-back ball games, but Hosley comes back and is able to get a big swinging strike on Jake Skull. Now comes set with a 1-2 pitch.
Skull with 1,017 OPS. That is on-base percentage plus slugging. And that is a beautiful off-speed pitch on the inside corner. And while Vincent Chapman celebrates the strikeout call, Jake Skull was barking at him the entire time while we were watching Hosley on the mound. Another look at the pitch. Certainly too close to take. I don't know. I mean, Skull's arguing that it's inside. I don't know if that's a fair argument, though.
Just one that if you're Jake Skull, you've got to try and battle off there, swing the bat, foul it, and hope you get another one there against Hosley. And now has a chance to get out of this jam. But again, Chase Acuff batting over 500 against Haas on this year's tour has really been his Achilles heel.
It was the Vulcan changeup there for the strikeout on Skull. That is probably the best pitch in the history of Banana Ball. It baffles nearly everybody who faces him, but Acuff, one of the rare guys who has been able to figure it out. You saw the changeup once again right there. It ended up right down the pipe, but even though the location wasn't where Hosley wanted it, the movement and the speed difference is enough to get a foul ball from Chase.
And what's impressive about Danny Hosley's changeup, thanks to the TrackMan data that we've been able to gather, has a lower spin rate than the average changeup you see, and it's just completely deceptive. Party Animals have a hard time picking it up. Now Hosley spikes this one in the dirt, and it's a wild pitch for Haas, and Reese Hampton now up to third base for the Animals.
So a bloop single, a pass ball, a wild pitch, and Hampton is on third base as deuces are wild here in the top of the first. Big bender called strike 3. The 12-6 curve, the weapon of choice. And Hosley strands Hampton on third.
Rarely do you see the Party Animals strike out looking in back-to-back at-bats like that, but it's just excellent execution from Danny Hosley, and I mean, just an awesome breaking ball there. Chase Acuff did not know what to do with that one.
Hosley rings the bell, and the Bananas will just need one run to win our first inning tonight. Take a look at Sean Fluke warming up with Dustin Baber. Let's get a look at the defense behind Mr. Undeniable here tonight. Left to right in the outfield, it is Tanner Thomas and Hampton and Skull. Third to first in the infield, you see Bryson Bloomer, Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. The man with the mask is Dalton Cornett, and on the bump, of course, Fluke.
Dustin Baber had the hat trick of trick plays last night for the Party Animals. Had been a couple games without him recording multiple trick plays, so good to see that from Dustin Baber. Chase Acuff trails his good buddy by just 4 trick plays on tour, and we've seen Bryson Bloomer exceptionally hot in trick plays at the hot corner, and it was surprising to see Jordan Hussein get the start at third base. But for Bloomer, you can probably book him for 1 or 2 trick plays tonight for the Animals, as Sean Fluke goes to work with the battery mate he loves, Dalton Cornett.
Yeah, let's get a look at the numbers here on World Tour number 3 for Sean Fluke, the self-proclaimed strikeout king. You look at the numbers, he certainly is not the strikeout king of Bananaland, but he is mighty effective.
Sean Fluke has started to adopt the Brett Helton mentality, let his defense do the work behind him, make the Bananas put it in play. And Flukie, 2 wins and 2 losses on the season, making start number 10, has a 102 ERA plus, and in his last start, 4 2/3 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits and 3 earned runs, gave up 2 sprints, did not strike out any Bananas, but averaged 2 minutes and 12 seconds per inning, and he had 2 sub-2-minute innings. He is now up to 13 innings pitched, all-time below 2 minutes. That is the 3rd most all-time.
We got a glance at the Bananas starting lineup. DR Meadows at the top, the tour leader in batting average and on-base percentage. Hitting .415, reaching base at a .486 clip. He is unbelievable. Watches the changeup, a pinch down and in there. Has to look out for 5 pitches from Fluke. A couple different fastballs, 4-seam and a cutter, as well as a 12-6 curveball, a slider, and the changeup you saw a couple pitches ago.
And entering this series, DR Meadows just a notch below 400 in terms of his batting average on the World Tour. Again, he's been able to get it up to 415 with back-to-back multi-hit contests for the Nanners.
He was 2 for 3 with the sprint last night. Bounces this one to Fluke, who goes under the leg, over to first. And it's the second trick play of the tour for Mr. Undeniable.
Well, we saw Sean Fluke get his first trick play of the season because of a triple trick play. Baber and Acuff tipping it up to each other, and then Sean Fluke came down with a barehanded catch. This time, the only man necessary is Fluke himself. Great banana ball field to start this ball game.
Jocelyn Allo watches a fastball float in high. The former Oklahoma Sooner, the home run queen in the history of college softball. Healthy hack right there. You see Jocelyn using a baseball bat as she taps this one to second. Baber flips it behind his back, 360 over to first, just in time to get Allo. And 2 outs on 2 trick plays for the Animals.
Good matchup for Jocelyn Allo, not facing a real hard thrower in Sean Fluke, and just a slow one over to Dustin Baber. Had plenty of time to get a second trick play for the Animals in this ball game, and Baber now up to 48 on the season.
Yeah, it's not like Jocelyn's not used to velo. I mean, you don't become the all-time home run leader in college softball, 122 of them across her 4 years in Norman, without being able to handle velo. I think when you shorten the distance of the mound in softball to baseball, the vast majority of D1 pitchers Jocelyn was facing throughout her collegiate career were throwing velo that was perceived to be a lot harder than what Sean Fluke is lobbing in there. As EJ serves this one into right center, and he will have his 7th double of the year, his team-leading 12th extra base hit. But to finish my point, baseball is just so different. It definitely helps not having some of the flamethrowers out there coming from a different arm angle with different movement, different spin compared to Sean Fluke, who averages about 84, 85 on his fastball.
And again, Jocelyn Allo is going to get more of a look at these party animals playing with the Bananas over this next month, and I know that they are definitely walking her through the scouting reports, and definitely needs to talk with Eric Jones Jr., who is now 7 for 15 against Sean Fluke, and he's got 3 extra base hits in this series here in Mesa.
Malachi Mitchell pinch runs for EJ. Fluke drops down to a lower arm slot to grab strike 2 on Reese Alexiadis. The cleanup man for the Nanners. Looking at the inning-winning run on second as that slider dances well outside. Reese in his first Banana Ball World Tour. Batting average up to 297. OBP at 392. Cuts and misses. Gnarly changeup there from Fluke, who strands the inning-winning run at second. And we are scoreless through an inning.
A home run swing from Reese Alexiadis, and unfortunately comes up empty. The self-proclaimed strikeout king picks up his first of the night.
Another look at the emphatic strikeout call from Vincent Chapman. And we welcome into the broadcast the Bananas starting pitcher himself, the Vienna, Virginia man, Danny Hosley. How you doing tonight, Danny?
What's up, boys? Good to be back.
It's great to have you on the mic, my dear friend. Now, we heard you're a little under the weather. How are you feeling now?
Doing all right. I don't know if you heard that information, somebody. Your sources are real. They're a little under the weather today, but it's fine.
So we're expecting a Jordan flu game performance. You going to go all 9 tonight?
I wouldn't call it a Jordan flu game, but I would love to go 9 if I could. Don't think they'll let me. But that would be quite the feat if I could. I heard Fluke's going to be featured on this broadcast, too. The rumor's true?
Yeah, we are getting all of the proper equipment on him right now. I think he's going to have some words of encouragement for you.
I'm sure that's what we like to call it now, isn't it? Send it in, yep.
Danny, what's it like being at the center of the second largest Banana Ball crowd of all time?
Is it really the second largest?
Yeah, it's tied with Victory Field in Indianapolis.
That's pretty awesome. I had no idea. I mean, the berm fills out pretty well here. The fans have been great all weekend, so the place has definitely been loud, no doubt about that, but that's pretty cool to hear.
Now, Danny, you're making your second start of the 2024 tour, of course, usually coming into closed ball games. Is it any different for you getting ready for a start versus coming in to close a ball game?
Oh, absolutely. Get a little more time to prepare, which I kind of like, you know, stretch it out a bit in long toss and just get a little extra 30 minutes to go. Wow, DC, that's a little up front.
0-2 count on Dalton Cornett. Sean Fluke, welcome to the party.
Oh, not this clown.
What you got here?
Oh, see, you know what? I miss Fluke gets on the broadcast. It's already started.
That's right. We're in the ninth inning, baby. Can't do it all in the ninth inning either. Yeah, we've seen that one about 5,000 times.
I think we figured the same way last inning.
Well, you might give me a little bit of a regimen there, bud. Thanks, guys.
Look, what they say, you were 84 to 85?
Yeah, right, in my dreams.
Oh, sit him down,
Oh,
man. Sit.
dude, are these strikes or what?
Oh, that's there. That's there.
From the center field camera, Fluke, all 3 strikeout lookings have been cookies.
Really?
I don't know what you guys are looking at. I gotta be honest.
I went run back to it, came over the plate, I think.
Yeah, Scholes was inside corner. Let's get another look at.
Scholes might have been a ball in. He's got it right.
Oh, there's the truth.
Cornett's was low inside corner. A-Cups was
Oh, that's
cookie.
Oh, my lantern, Danny has it. Sorry, buddy. Hey, maybe they'll bring you in for the ninth inning. Hey, you gotta fix your hat. It's a little crooked. There you go. Attaboy. Oh, man. Tough
Cole,
spot.
if one of your guys gets beamed today, it's on you.
Tough spot. Hey, look at me, how much fun I'm having.
Where you at?
Ooh, get the champagne. Look, boys are turning up. They're getting drunk on them.
Somebody-
Hey, the boys are turning up. Now back the blood alcohol level of 0.135. Jason Sloan.
Somebody get Fluke in that bat. Let's get that guy in there
Yeah,
today.
he's broken hand now or something crazy.
Tanner's got the pop. 3rd home run on the tour.
And 2 of those 3 have come here in the state of Arizona, no less. 1 in Peoria, now 1 in Mesa.
My ball, don't you dare catch it, folks. No, don't freak out. Don't fall.
I had to hear that one more time, Fluke.
Well, they pretend to catch it every time. It's unbelievable.
Every time.
No,
it's
come
not
on now,
even
snap that thing
close.
down. It's screaming. I can't hear nothing.
This one's for you, Fluke.
All right, let's see it. Oh, come
Not
on.
even close.
I'm trying to throw it so hard, dude. I'm a living proof of it doesn't matter how
You
hard
really are,
you
man. I
throw.
don't know how you do it.
Ooh.
Remember Milwaukee last year, though. You remember Milwaukee last year.
Come on, bros. You should be able to go. For the donut, for the crowd, bro?
Oh, this is for the
Think about it. You're about to let 15,000 people down if
for
you're
the crowd right here.
Oh, change piece?
Just staying alive. Should go extra crooked for this one right
Right,
here.
change up?
Yeah, change up. We're going to
Good.
go right back to it.
I wish I could tell him some way.
Oh, I bet he is mic'd up.
Oh, no. Buffalo sprint.
Not another walk.
Man, I'm about to
man.
go take a nap. This inning's going to be another 5.
You might want to go to the pen, Fluke. You got more time
I'm
to
going to
warm
go to
up.
the bullpen and start warming up again. Sweet Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Someone tell Shark to cue the ninth inning music. Maybe we can get him going.
I'm still waiting for my own music in the ninth, man. I always got to see what you got.
Oh, man.
Here we
Have
go.
fun running, boys. I'm too fat to do that. Oh. Baby Barrels is his new name in the locker room. Baby Barrels. Oh, he dropped it in the blue
Yeah.
shirt.
This guy here.
That was right through the peach basket.
Just a lot of noise. But we're good. We'll make it work. Ollie.
Nice, good take.
That looked good.
A good looking pitch.
Little in, little in.
Sweet.
Man, that guy's swinging for the fences here.
That was the perfect direction for Josh and I to make a play here.
Waiting on the day you guys make a play up there.
As are we.
As are we. Oh, good battle.
How in the world?
I guess I'm not doing that.
Baber's got flames coming out of his eyeballs right now.
That guy's been seeing the ball, huh?
He's literally red hot.
Oh, he's got a 2-strike approach now.
Oh, yeah.
Now I see it.
Oh, Savannah. Oh, my, Bobby.
Oh, we got a guy.
Baber Barrels. I told you, dude. His new name in the locker room, Baber Barrels.
What they say? This is walk.
Oh, these guys are sprinting in from the outfield.
Oh, good luck, bro.
Oh, this is really killing the MPI now, bud.
MPI. It's not a real stat.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I guess
And,
it is. Sorry, guys.
the timer is paused for you right
Is it
now,
really?
Haas.
Oh, it's a very real stat thing.
Look at these flyers.
Haas, you have mortally, deeply wounded Josh up here.
I am a fair statistician.
To be fair, Josh, I pitched the 9th inning where the time I feel like does not exist in the 9th inning.
If this guy sprints 300 feet in from
Oh,
left
it's
field
free.
and gets a base hit, I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
Guys, gas right now. Don't let him get a barrel. Oh, my barrel. Oh.
Hey, man, that game is free, hater. I did my job.
Where's my glove? I lose my glove every inning.
Attaboy, Doc.
Oh, my God. I got football.
Now, Danny, are you staying on the mic to try and...
Oh, absolutely, man.
Okay,
We
terrific.
We love talking with you.
Yeah, I thought you were going to the clubhouse, hit the showers after that one.
I definitely could hit the showers after that one right there, no doubt.
Hey, baby. Nice try. Way to get through it. I know Vin Dog's on the mic. And Vinny called the pitch. Good job.
Thank you. Can I stay on, or you guys want me off?
Oh, no, we want you
We're
on.
staying on, buddy.
Oh, we're staying. Oh, shoot. Okay, all right, let's do this.
Because Fluke's trash talk helped influence a home run. Hosley, I feel like you've got to do your own work.
I've got to do my worst to see if I can get him.
You get to give him as much gruff as you want.
Oh, perfect. Josh, like I said, I didn't mean it, dude.
It's okay. It's 5 minutes and 28 seconds, excluding the walk-off. just wanted you to know that.
That sounds like a pretty rough MPI. What about, I mean, do you see my point, though, in the 9th inning where, you know, time kind of goes out the window a little bit?
Correct. It doesn't matter when it comes to the 2-hour timer at that point.
Exactly. So, that's my defense, to be fair.
All right, 5, 6, 7 here. Oberst, Howell, Cruz.
Say we got 5, 6, 7. It's pretty tough down here for you. I know you've already seen EJ and he's done his damage.
Right down the middle.
Nico, I don't know where you're pulling these stats from on Fluke's 84 to 85.
I bet you that's like 76, literally.
I mean, I'm fluffing him up a little bit.
I can't hear you, but I know it was slow.
It's effective velocity. That's what it is,
right.
man. What are the odds you gave Gabe 3 heaters here?
This is going to be a good far one. Dude, my ears are like
on
fire.
fire.
This is ridiculous.
3 heater?
Right, same arm spot for the heater. You get from the head, dude.
Do it again.
Change up, I like it. Yep. Oh, shit.
That's a knock, baby.
That's all right. I wasn't getting over there. Good catch, babes.
Fluke, when are you getting back into your men's league career, man?
Men's league softball, dude. I'm looking forward.
You're going to turn it into, I mean, you're already pitching at that speed right now. It's about time you've transferred over.
Dude, the joke lately is I'm literally playing like blitzball in the backyard with the boys. That's really what this is. Yep, look at that.
Man, it's impressive how many swing and misses you can get right
Yeah,
here.
get your butt in there, baby. Come on now.
Let me get in that bat today.
Cutter, I'm gonna go in with it. Oh, that's a good pitch.
How's the hand feeling, by the way?
Oh, it's painful. Oh, Jesus, that really.
That's a hack right there.
That was literally right in the middle. It's crazy. I could run out of tee from split for the home run hitter. Maybe we get some luck over here.
Luke, you look like the guy at the YMCA who'd just be dropping buckets in the corner. You look like the type of guy to be a rec league legend.
Curveball in the dirt.
Oh, that's not in the dirt.
That is not the dirt, folks.
That was pretty far away from the dirt.
That's so bad. 2-2.
That boy, right. Que lo que, que lo que.
Then we got one run. I'm gonna ruin it for the boys. They're gonna be so mad. Hey, roll this up, baby. Roll this up.
Oh, sneaky quick over there.
Oh!
My God!
See you, buddy.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, look, you got done yourself.
Hey, blindfolded.
I'm not gonna lie, that was in my mouth. I would have ate that ball for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, you did it, man.
Breakfast,
That's
lunch,
not
and
fair.
dinner. I don't know why I didn't do a trick play.
That's not fair.
Yeah, it's just easy, boy. I don't know.
Sean Fluke, Danny Hosley, thank you guys so
That was
much.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Appreciate you, boys.
Love you guys.
Love you too, Biko. Josh.
We're looking at it again right here. Fluke doesn't lie. If he didn't get the glove up, he was going to be munching on that thing.
Ridiculous reaction time from Sean Fluke. Party Animals get a point. Here's the player dance.
I knew the key. Did you actually do it? No.
Maceo Harrison with Jocelyn Allo making her player dance debut. Noah Nisnik, Christian Dearman, Malachi Mitchell, Alex Ziegler all out there as well with Noah Fisher, Dylan Porter, Garrett DeClue, and Jake Lealios all getting after it for the Party Animals.
Well, we know that Allo can swing it, and she can move pretty good too. We'll probably see her in some more player dances. Jared Donaldson now takes the mound in the top of the third inning for the Bananas. For Donnie, an up and down season this year, the 5-minute and 27-second average MPI, the highest mark on tour. And unfortunately, the struggles for Donnie, just a lack of control out there on the mound. 8 ball 4 sprints issued here in the month of April. But last season's turnaround started at this time for the Bananas. And from May on for Jared Donaldson last season, a 4.65 ERA. He's going to try and fix that here now as Brandon Crosby slides in foul territory and comes up with a terrific snag. 1 out for Jared Donaldson on 3 pitches.
That's why they call him Showtime. Adds a little pizzazz on the play in foul territory to the delight of over 15,000 fans on hand here in the Chicago Cubs spring training home. How about Cross? Tries the trick play. Will not get the trick play, but he does get the out as he's able to corral that thing just ahead of Hampton, barreling into first.
Trying to bounce it to himself there. We've seen Crosby do that plenty, and the ball not exactly bouncing as high as he thought it was going to. Does not come up with the trick play. There's a fluidity aspect to getting the trick play out, but still Jared Donaldson working quickly. He's got to be excited at the thought of possibly a sub 2-minute inning here, but first a 3-2-2.
1-0 count on Bryson Bloomer. Donnie will shake his stuff on the mound. Now he'll give Olsen and Cox a chance to take center stage, and they will pass it over to DR Meadows out in center. I love that dance. And the pitch, just a pitch low. 2-0 on the Boomer, who flew out to right back in the first inning. These two guys, 2022 Coastal Plain League Savannah Bananas teammates. Now opponents for the second straight tour. They teamed up to earn the second straight Pettit Cup for the Nanners. Bloomer was a part of that 21 team as well. As he rolls this one in between Howell and Cox. Has himself a single through the 6 hole with 2 outs.
It's a tough play for Gabe Howell to try and make. Tries to slide and get it in the glove. Just tipped off of the end of the glove there, dribbling into left field. And for Bloomer and the Party Animals trying to spark a 2-out rally, they were able to do that in the 8th inning against Zach Phillips. Hussein reaching, and then Jake Skull getting the extra base knock to drive him in.
It was a bloop and a blast. Well, infield single from Hussein, and then a double down the left field line from Skull to extend his banana ball record on base streak to, Josh,
36 games for the Party Animals.
Unbelievable. 6 more than Reese Hampton, who had the previous record at 30 straight games on last year's tour. Jared Donaldson, a splitter specialist. You saw the pitch right there. Who rode that pitch to 121 strikeouts in 99 and a third innings. His final year of college at Georgia Southwestern State. All the way to Southeast Region Pitcher of the Year, as well as Peach Belt Conference Pitcher of the Year. First team D2 All-American. He estimated probably about 110 to 112 of those 122 punch-outs were on the splitter.
Yeah, but has gone 2 straight heaters to Jake Skull here and now. The heater misses up, and the ball 4 sprint will start. Bryson Bloomer, or should I say the pinch runner for the Party Animals, got a great jump there trying to steal, but he will be held up at third base. So runners on second and third now for the Animals.
It looks like Noah Fisher is the designated runner for the Party Animals tonight, and with Bloomer still recovering from off-season surgery, which was to fix a right hip labrum impingement in his right leg. I guess that's a little obvious when you say hip, but you hear labrum and often you think shoulder. So the Animals still trying to get guys in there to run for him when they can. Meadows is going to go back on this one and haul it in. Donnie strands a pair of Animals in scoring position. And the Nanners just need 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd to tie this game at a point apiece. Let's get it down to our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll, in the stands.
Josh, Biko, I found this guy somewhere in the middle of the stands, and yes, his name is Blaze. He's from Mesa, Arizona. Blaze, what do you think about the Savannah Bananas?
Man, the bananas suck. I'm here for the Party Animals. What are these guys doing, dude? They're cheering for the wrong team out here.
Yeah, what? Hold on. Yeah, like, Blaze, why? What?
Great question. So, I had to come all out. Helmet, Gucci. Jacket, Louis. Jersey, Prada. You know we had to do it to them. Ooh, the jorts, Gucci Classic.
Blaze, among so many Savannah Bananas fans, how did you choose so correctly? Why are you a Party Animal?
I just, you know, I'm always right, and I chose the Party Animals from the get-go. I'm him, you know, we had to show up for the team. We got to cheer on our team. Bananas suck, dude. Like, what? Can't cheer for somebody like that.
Como se dice Party, Blaze? Special teams, special players.
What's up, brother? Special.
That's Blaze. He's from Mesa. He's wearing this. Josh, Biko, I don't know. Party on.
That's the cleanest hit of your BTV career thus far, Drake.
That outfit goes crazy.
The jorts,
insane.
That was a jump scare. The disco helmet is legit, though. I'd like to slap that on when I'm rollerblading around Liberty State Park.
He was looking for special plays at the end.
Yeah,
I'm familiar with Sketch's work.
He caught Blaze off balance with the Sketch reference.
I relate to sketch. You know that? I do. We're both visually impaired men.
Josh, your contact and glasses prescription for the world, please.
-8.
That's really bad. That's the worst I've ever heard in my life. Not to brag, but I'm a -1.75 one eye, -1.8 in the other. Pertinent information for everybody out there hanging out with us on a Saturday night here in virtual Banana Land as Brandon Crosby fouls that on a ricochet, not caught. I mean, it was caught, but you can't get an out on a deflection. Beautiful play, though. It's the kind of ball that hit my good buddy back at the MLB Network, Jake Vernick, in the back of the head in Citizens Bank Park. Crosby takes one step out, keeps the left foot in. So he's kosher.
Yeah, Brandon Crosby having to be very careful about stealing first base. Has been caught stealing first twice this season and didn't see that one roll away from Cornette enough to warrant him taking off. And now Sean Fluke missing low and in, the count even at 2-2.
Yeah, Showtime responsible for 2 of the 3 caught stealing first bases on this tour. Taj Porter, the only other man who has done it. Although both of them for Porter, or for Crosby rather, as he earns his 3rd ball 4 sprint in his last 3 plate appearances here in Mesa, and he's going to earn 2 bases out of it. Shows off his excellent speed. Both of the times he's been caught stealing first base, it's because he thought he had ball 4. And Vincent Chapman called them a strike. Showtime was already off for the races and punished for it.
Well, Brandon Crosby still early in his banana ball career, one of those moments where it's a learning experience for rookies, and for Brandon Crosby, getting better and better by the day, as evidenced again. 3 ball 4 sprints now in the past 2 games.
And each of his last night, in the last 3 innings of the ball game, drove in runs. The first of which was a walk-off. The second one tied the game at 4 points apiece in the 9th inning with 2 outs. That's what the kids call clutch. He's the kind of guy Sketch would call a special player who is making special plays. What about the trickery from Sean Fluke? Peppering Crosby with pickoff attempts, and then turns around and fires a quick pitch in on Ryan Cox, who flies it out to Skoll for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go. Here's DR and McKenzie. Second DR and McKenzie kiss we've gotten across the 3 nights here in Mesa, Arizona. Take that for data. This one flared over the head of Baber. Crosby had to wait to see if that thing would touch grass. Good read by him, though. You could tell pretty early on that it was going to sail over the party animal's second baseman's head. And a classic base knock for the doctor. The outfit of the day powers himself over to first base. And the inning-winning run 90 feet away, still with just 1 out for the tour leader in walk-offs, Michael Deeb.
5 hits in this series in Mesa. Now Michael Deeb shoots this one to Chase Acup in a bit of a shift, and the party animal still able to turn 2. Dustin Baber with the throw just in time to get it to Jason Swan, and we will see if the fans use their challenge. That confetti is getting popped right now.
It's Robert Anthony Cruz's uncle who got to be the fan challenge representative tonight. Certainly not unbiased. He uses it for the Bananas. And now it's up to Josh and I to see if the call on the field made by Lalo Mendoza was correct. Let's run it in the control room. We are looking at the play at first. Oh boy. Gosh, by that angle, he looks safe. Josh taking a look at the video board. I'm still locked on the screen that we have here in the press box. It's bang, bang. I've got the foot touching the base at the exact same time as the ball's coming in. Yeah, I would overturn this. Josh Talevsky, your thoughts?
I think via what I'm seeing on the video board, we can overturn this call.
Yep. Overturned.
It's overturned, guys.
So that will be a tour-leading 17th walk-off on the year for Michael Vitamin D. And the Bananas have knotted this game at 1 point each. And the pep band will blast away as we head to the fourth. Drew Gillespie disagrees. I can hear him yelling from the field. That's not even close. I'm getting a lot of Jordan shrugs from the guys. Josh, I wasn't looking at the video board. That's all that they were able to see. Did what you saw up there compare to what we saw on our monitor here in the booth?
Yeah, taking a look at both what we were seeing from, again, looking at the monitor first, then going up to the video board. I feel like we could safely overturn that call down there on the field.
I know in the official baseball rulebook, which is the rulebook Banana Ball plays off of, we just add 11 more rules on top of it. It never says tie goes to the runner. That's how we've all, for the most part, been raised to believe it is. If a runner gets to a base at the same time as a ball, then the runner is safe. That's what I saw on our broadcast replays. Vincent Chapman will tell you there's no such thing as that, and it's just who beats what. Does the runner beat the ball, or does the ball beat the runner? And that's one right there where what we're seeing in the booth as Cornette laces a single into right field. He's 1 for 2. I feel like it was pretty clear that the foot and the ball were arriving at just about the same time, which means the foot beat the ball. I understand the venom from the Party Animals side, though. They, as we broke down on the pregame show, were furious with Vincent Chapman overturning the out call on Dan Oberst last night on the Dylan Porter pickoff. And they carry that into the game here tonight. Really nice splitter there from Donnie to jump ahead of Tanner Thomas, who hit a moonshot home run, his third of the tour, deep out to right, his first time. It's the reason why the Party Animals won the second inning. This two-strike approach, he's able to spoil that.
Yeah, Tanner protecting here against Jared Donaldson. Had a nice game last night, 2 hits for the Party Animals, including a double, and averaged more than 5 pitches per plate appearance last night. But on pitch number 6 coming from Jared Donaldson, Tanner Thomas whips right through it, and Jared Donaldson collects his first strikeout of the night.
The baton pass to Jason Swan. Elevated up to the 7-hole for the second straight night after making a home for himself at the bottom of the order hitting 10th nearly every game this tour until last night.
Yeah, the Party Animals just changing up their strategy a hair. Jordan Hussein in the 10-hole tonight had 3 hits last night, and they just want to get a look at what he could possibly provide for them at the bottom of the order, possibly on a nightly basis.
That is strike 3. I guess we're the only people who know. Josh, you thought that was strike 3. It doesn't matter. Bouncer to Cox. He goes between the legs. There's one over to first. Double play. And a beauty between Cox, Olsen, on over to Crosby.
Ryan Cox still having time to go in between the legs, collect the trick play, and Jackson Olsen set himself perfectly up at second base to be able to turn and fire to Brandon Crosby. Nice stretch from the rookie over there at first base to turn the double play.
Party Animals will not challenge. So that will end the top of the 4th. Usually double plays have to be hit hard. That's what happened right there. It's the duality of baseball and therefore banana ball. As Michael Deeb so eloquently has been known to say, you live by the barrel and you die by the barrel. Hey baby time here in Sloan Park. A beautiful arena it is for our young sport. Built in 2015, it's the largest spring training ballpark in Major League Baseball. Over 15,000 fans on hand for the 3rd straight night. This is the 319th straight sold-out Bananas and/or Party Animal show. And the 145th Banana Ball game to ever be played. Everybody's doing the math at home. That means number 150 will be next week in Sacramento. Sutter Health Park gets to be...
Biko, we go to Fresno next.
I know, but it's not going to have 150 there. We're going to play 146, 147, and 148 in Fresno.
But you said that Sacramento is next weekend.
So what, the weekend after that?
2 weekends later. I'm sorry. I didn't need to do that. I didn't.
It's rain on my parade. It's fine.
Dude, don't give me that look right now.
We'll be in Chuck Chansey.
We're in the middle of calling a game. Let's not do it.
I thought we were having a good call tonight. Now I'm questioning everything.
All love, bro.
In 2 weekends, we will have the 150th Banana Ball game of all time. Eric Jones Jr. with a one-way ticket to the berm. Just one pitch in the bottom of the 4th. And EJ has his tour-leading 5th home run.
In 6 seconds, the 4th inning ends for the Savannah Bananas. Eric Jones Jr. reclaims the lead in home runs on the 2024 World Tour, and 4 of them have come against Sean Fluke.
And if you can't tell, it's gonna be May. Good work, Flash. Let's get it down to Emily Cole to honor our Bananas Foster family of the night. As we get another couple looks at EJ's 4th inning walk-off tater tot.
There are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care across the country without a permanent home. To raise awareness and help bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. This organization is dedicated to celebrating those who are already doing amazing things in the foster care world while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, Bananas Foster is celebrating Jessica Hogan. She is a local school teacher and has been a single foster mom for over 14 years. In that time, she has welcomed 17 long-term placements into her home. Fans, please help me welcome to the field Jessica and her family, and let's celebrate them for all that they're doing right here in this community.
$1,000,001 shout-outs from the BTV crew to Jessica Hogan, another one of our superheroes in the foster care community. And being a single foster mom for over 14 years, welcoming 17 children and teens into her home. It's superstar stuff. She's on pace for a Hall of Fame career.
And that's what's really cool to see with these Bananas foster families. Sometimes you see really large families helping out in the foster community. And then, of course, you have the single moms and the single fathers also doing their part.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. Jared Donaldson looks sharp tonight. He's tossed 2 scoreless. Pulled a Houdini act in the 3rd, stranded Party Animals on 2nd and 3rd base. And then got a beautiful 6-4-3 trick play, double play to face the minimum in the 4th. He's got the bottom 3 in the Party Animals order here. Baber, Ballhome, and Hussein. As Dustin watches the heater come in below the knees.
And again, Donnie's got to be very excited about the home run from his battery mate, Eric Jones Jr. He's really enjoyed working with him. They worked a lot together at the beginning of the 2023 World Tour last season. And now again, EJ, 4 extra base hits in the month, or not even in the month, in this series here in Mesa, Arizona. And believe it or not, that home run gave him his first run batted in the month of April.
How about these young rapscallions fired up by the dancing work of our home plate umpire, Vincent Chapman. We'll get back to our regular scheduled programming here. 1-0 count on the Animals' second baseman. Stroked the ball well his first time, lined out to Meadows in center. And bounces that one on top of the roof and out of the stadium. Donnie out of Albany, Georgia. Baber from Babson Park, Florida. These are our 2 most well-represented states in Banana Land. The Peach and Sunshine States. It's a great fight there from Baber. Nice slider from Donaldson. And Dustin lives to see another pitch.
Again, when we had Danny Hosley mic'd up, he was talking about Dustin Baber developing a 2-strike approach. Seems to be paying off for him here as he battles another pitch here. Jared Donaldson elevating the heater and banning Dustin Baber. How about Donnie hopping off the mound, amped up about his 2nd K?
Yeah, Baber's upped his batting average to .291 coming into this game. He's the hottest man in Banana Land right now, so that is a heck of a battle won, and you can see the look of recognition from Babes to Donnie. Yeah, you won that battle, but now Bronny wins this one. The man originally from Arizona who then moved out to Los Angeles and got to finish up his collegiate career here in Phoenix at Arizona State. With a line drive shot, he's aboard with one away for Jordan Hussein. That one demolished, foul, not caught by the fans. Donaldson ahead 1-2.
And this is what is making the difference right now for Jared Donaldson. 3 of the last 4 batters for the Party Animals, Jared Donaldson has gotten ahead of them 1-2. And now T.R. Meadows in center field, ranging into right center, comes up with a trick play behind his back. It's another 2 trick play night for the Doctor, now up to 23 trick plays.
Back-to-back 2 trick play nights. And how about the alley-oop? Hampton over Chapman. And now Reese will get the helmet tossed back to him. Tells Vince he is far too small to guard him. And he'll be ready to rumble with 2 outs and ball home leading off first. Look at the numbers here for Reese on his 3rd World Tour. He has been terrific. Former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer. This one could go. It is far. It is far. It is far. Our technical director tonight is Griffin Ellis. It's out of here. Hampton with a 2-run shot.
Right after Eric Jones Jr. collects home run number 5 on the tour, Reese Hampton comes up with number 4 for the Party Animals. A big swing for the Animals, and Reese Hampton always has good career numbers against Jared Donaldson. Able to tag him for the 2-run shot, and the Animals responding after the Bananas were able to jump out in this ballgame.
Another look at Reese's 4th home run of the year, as he ties Jake Skoll for 2nd most on the tour. After he launched the 2nd most last year, 10 of them in 11th when you factor in his out-of-the-park homer in showdowns in Brockton, Massachusetts. The only man to ever accomplish that feat. Now Donnie has to face Bryson Bloomer, who has 3 home runs on this year. Peter just misses down. Donaldson was headed towards the first base dugout. Boomer says, no, you're going to have to offer me a 2-2, my friend. That one smashed, but too much launch angle to leave Sloan Park. T.R. Meadows will top it up in the air, barehanded. 3rd trick play of the night, 2nd of the inning for the Doctor. And he just simply cannot be stopped out there.
Well, usually when you see the tip from an outfielder, you get the feeling Robert Anthony Cruz or Reese Alexiadis is going to come in and snag it. But D.R. Meadows able to get the trick play himself and coming down with the banana ball barehanded.
Let's get it down to the young professor for TikToks with Noah Bridges.
Already out here, ready to go. This is 8-year-old Kenley. Guys, let's see what you got. That's Kenley, everybody. Strong start for Kenley. All right, let's bring out our second contestant. This is 9-year-old Everly. She's hyped up. All right, guys, here we go. That's Everly, everybody. Thanks, Everly. All right, we've got one more contestant. Please welcome Tim. Tim is 41 years old. All right, Timmy. Here we go, fellas. Bring them all out here. It is time to vote. See where the fans are at. First up, how do we think that Kenley is our winner? Kenley. What about Everly?
Well, they tried to decide who the winner is down on the field.
Tim?
Let's get it down to the field for our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll.
Biko, Josh. Hi, guys. I am here with Connor Higgins. Connor, do you have me? Connor, I'm here with your ex-girlfriend.
Which one?
Marianne. Say hello to Connor.
Hi, Connor.
Hey, back in Arizona.
Well, hello, everyone. Connor Higgins went to college at Arizona State University, and I knew that it would only be right if we found his ex-girlfriend to mic up while he was pitching. Connor, first question I want to give to Marianne here. Marianne, why did you and Connor break up?
Oh, that is a fun question. Connor's a fun guy. He loves to have fun. And I'm kind of a date to marry type of girl. And Connor, he's just a fun guy. He's in his Party Animals era.
Connor, as that ball from Reese Alexiadis is blasted to right field, off the wall. Boy, insult to injury. First, you're not a date to marry guy, and then a Reese Alexiadis stand-up double.
I'll find love one day, but like she said, in my Party Animal era.
He said after he's done playing baseball.
Okay, Connor, how do you respond? Do you feel like you're in your Party Animal era, or are you ready to find true love?
Absolutely. We were in the banana era last year, which was a low point in my life. Now we're in a Party Animal, having a blast.
So Party Animals equals more loyalty?
Oh, absolutely not.
I think so. Marianne, what I can already tell so far is things are a little salty at the very least, so I brought us 3 bottles of champagne to work with here, just in case things get too dicey. You were mentioning to me off the air a second ago, you and Connor were almost co-workers in a sense. Can you walk me through that?
Oh, yeah. So, I own a social media marketing agency, so TikTok kind of started here, and we were posting TikToks before he was discovered by the Bananas. So yeah, we did a lot of social media work together, and it was so much fun.
Connor, can I honestly say she did post my TikTok when I made the change to Bananas.
The announcement one, that was all my idea, right?
Absolutely.
Are you saying then, Connor, 4-ball sprint for Danny O will send Alexiadis to the plate? Insults to injury further. Connor, are you saying that you used her for work or to be your girlfriend?
It was a little of both. Nah, I'm just kidding. No bad blood. No bad blood at all. She also, when I got released from the Diamondbacks, made a scouting video for me to put myself out there that Barry Aldridge actually saw on Twitter.
Marianne, you are obviously a very stand-up person and someone who respects the workplace so much. How did this relationship develop out of such a professional start?
The TikTok stuff came later.
Oh, wow.
The relationship stuff came first, and then
Marianne, are you saying you feel used?
Oh no, not in the least bit at all. I really did it out of the goodness of my heart to help a friend. That was, how the TikTok stuff started.
I think the most important question then, because this does seem vaguely cordial and there is a vague tension to cut. Marianne, how did the breakup happen? Did you break up with him or did Connor break up with you?
I would say it was pretty mutual. I would say I expressed my needs, he expressed what he wanted, and it was kind of just like, okay, well, we can still be friends. Connor's a great person. We're both good people. No need to, get nasty.
Connor, who broke up with who?
I'd say she broke my heart.
A swing of this from Gabe Howe. See you later. Connor Big Butter Higgins gets his first strikeout. Marianne.
Get some Marianne magic here and keep that runner there.
How do you feel that your ex-boyfriend's nickname is Butter? Does that entice you at all?
Oh boy.
You know, I try not to think about it.
When is the last time you and Connor talked?
The last time we talked was, well, he didn't know I was here today. So I think we talked about TikTok not too long ago. He would, even after we had stopped talking, he would randomly call me for TikTok advice. And
would he only call you for TikTok advice?
Yeah. In the last, since has been in the last handful of months, absolutely. And I'm okay with that. It's my specialty. I love doing it.
RBI single ties the inning at 2 points apiece here in the 5th. Marianne, what's the worst thing Connor ever did to you?
Oh, the worst thing. Wait, can I tell the truth here?
Oh, you have to.
Connor, can I tell the truth here?
I don't know where we're going.
It might have been the night that he told me he was having a chill night in.
Oh.
And I went to Bevy. Lo and behold, who did I find at Bevy?
No way.
I might plead the 5th on that one.
Oh, I plead the 5th on
Connor,
that might have been the start of the party animal era.
Were you fibbing, or is there more to this story?
I a little more, but no, I think she's got the nail on the head.
Yeah.
Connor, what's the worst thing Marianne ever did to you?
Get a boyfriend.
The worst thing?
Get a new boyfriend.
Getting a new boyfriend?
I would say so.
Whoa. Marianne?
Yeah.
Do you got a new boyfriend?
I do.
Right now?
Yeah, I have a new boyfriend
God.
right now.
Marianne, this is a bombshell.
It is.
And it's not Connor.
It's not.
Oh, baby.
You know.
Is this the same boyfriend that Connor's upset about?
It very well could be.
What is his name?
His name is Nick.
Oh, Nick. Shout out. Yeah. Connor Higgins doesn't sound like a big fan, but it sounds like Marianne to me. You're the reason that Butter is on the mound in a banana ball game right now.
Yes, and I'm so happy to.
I'll take a tie. I'll take a tie there.
The inning is tied. Connor, Marianne, we want to finish this thing off the right way. Connor, get in here.
I'm coming over.
We'll go full frame, and I want to ask, if given the opportunity, Connor, I'm going to give you my notes. I'm going to allow you to color on this thing and write a word. Would you date Marianne again? Marianne, would you date Connor again? We're going to flip these phones on 3. Connor mic'd up with his ex-girlfriend. 3, 2, 1. Flip the phones to one another. And Connor Higgins' ex-girlfriend, who is happily with her new boyfriend, Nick, will never date Big Butter again. Connor, I'm sorry, my friend.
It happens. Love is a circle. Love is a circle.
She got you your gig with the Party Animals and left you in the dust. Marianne, you were a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Connor. I wish I could say the same about you. Josh Biko, for the first time in sports history, a pitcher has been mic'd up with his ex-girlfriend, and it went swimmingly for the ex-girlfriend who's happily in a new relationship. Party on.
Love is like a circle. You only get one shot. That was fascinating.
There is not going to be a marriage between them.
There it is. Wow. I was giggling. I was nervous. I was stressed. I was thrilled by everything I heard. That was one of the greatest half innings we've had in banana ball history.
I shed a couple tears. And you know what? I thank to my lucky stars that I wasn't in that situation.
I mean, that was reality television that's worthy of the Bravo network. Matt Wolf, the new man on the mound, you've had a good amount of time to soak up his statistics. The overall number is not great, but it's really just one bomb outing. He gave up 5 runs in Durham, North Carolina a couple weekends ago. And that has turned his season-long statistics upside down. Besides that, Wolfie's been terrific here in his third World Tour as Ryan Cox grabs trick play number 71.
Yeah, only 2 pitches for Matt Wolf. He's gotten out in this inning, and the last time we saw Wolfie take the mound, Party Animals went 3 up, 3 down against him, and Matt Wolf did it in just under 2.5 minutes for the Bananas.
0-1 count here on Chase Acuff. Struck out looking against Danny Hosley in the first. And flew out to center against Jared Donaldson in the third. Donnie's night, obviously done. He goes 3 innings, just gives up the 2 runs on the Reese Hampton 2-run homer as Gabe Howell goes between his legs and gets trick play number 13 on the year.
And this is the beauty of Banana Ball right in front of us. You've got the trick pitcher out on the mound, inducing the ground balls and letting his fielders collect trick plays. Now the left side of this infield, red hot defensively for the Nanners as Matt Wolf misses low to Dalton Cornett.
Dalton struck out looking his first time, line drive single his last trip to the dish. .360, line drive, another knock. Alexiadis will grab it on a couple hops, and Cornett's 2 for 3. It's a tough pitch to hit, the .360 from our resident rodeo clown. It brings him a few feet in front of the rubber, too. He got it in on the hands of Cornett, but the pride of Pippa Passis is able to beat Wolf to the spot, and now a 1-0 count on Tanner Chicken Tender Thomas.
He's turned on 2 good pitches today for the Animals, now 2 for 3. Tanner Thomas trying to keep it going as Matt Wolf tries for a pickoff move on Dalton Cornett going under the legs, and that was a perfect throw to Brandon Crosby.
.3-1 count to give you an idea of how good Wolf's numbers would be if he did not have his bomb of an outing in Durham. It would be 6 innings without an earned run on the year. As this one just out of the reach of Gabe Howell, hanging over the railing of the Animals dugout. We're going to pay off pitch here to Thomas.
That was as good as an attempt as Gabe Howell could have made at getting the foul out there, ranging over to the dugout, but now Wolf going full count. Will toss the glove, then fire the banana ball, and Tanner Thomas shoots this one past Jackson Olsen. And Dalton Cornett, be content with just taking second base on Tanner Thomas's second hit of the night.
He knows better than to run on the doctor. Mr. Meadows has a howitzer for a right arm, with impeccable accuracy to boot. As Wolf jumps ahead of Jason Swan, nice 2-seam fastball. Most guys in Banana Ball throw between 3 and 5 pitches. Wolfie has over 30 in his arsenal. As he whipped out the elbow pop special right there. And 360s, gets the outside corner, ahead 1-2.
That 360 pitch, one of Matt Wolf's most effective, can nail that one for a strike for the most part. And Gabe Howell now will take this to the third base bag himself. Matt Wolf with a clean 6th inning for the Bananas and does it all in 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
That's now 7 full innings on the tour without an earned run when you exclude the 5 he gave up in a third of an inning in Durham Bulls Athletic Park. A couple weekends ago, Dalton Ponce, the new man. Let's get it down to his mom.
We have some pictures of Dalton as a baby. Yes, he is a mama's boy. Maybe things you didn't know about him. Oh, and he loved the Bear in the Big Blue House. That was his birthday, first birthday. Oh, and then he's got his mariachi costume. He kind of looks like Ryan from the Party Animals. Oh yeah, and I think that's when he became a PO. Pitcher only, completely misses the ball. We love you, Dalton. And then he also took piano for 5 years. He was really good at that too. Oh, and we all know he can dance, and he definitely doesn't get that from me. And good luck, Dalton. Go Party Animals.
That was an incredible surprise not just to us, but to Mr. Ponce on the mound. And we will welcome in Savannah Bananas head coach Tyler Gillum coaching third. Gilly, back in your home for many years here when you were a coach at South Mountain Community College. How cool is it to be back in Phoenix, man?
Listen to this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. We are thick in the berm. This place is packed to the brim. Arizona's rocking, baby.
It's going to be 10-1 and 2 for your guys.
Uh-oh.
Ryan
Did
Cox.
Ryan Cox get his first bomb ever?
Deep
Come
out to
on.
right.
Oh, let's go. We're rolling.
Skull can't grab it on the run.
Oh, we're coming. Come on, Coxie. Get down, baby. Ah, give me that, baby. Give me 3. 1, 2, 3, baby. Come on. Atta boy. Yeah. Hey, I thought it was gone.
Me too.
I'm mic'd up, so don't say any
deepest
cuss words.
part of the ballpark. That's on me.
Hey, he said he got every bit of that.
Well, it's 360 to right here for some reason. That would have been gone in pretty much every other park we've played in this year.
Hey, Coxie, that's gone in Fenway, ain't it?
Yes, yeah, it's gone in Fenway, baby. That's all that matters.
Dance time for Ponce, Baber, Acuff, and Hampton. Heck of a boogie. And then a 1-1 count on DR Meadows. Gilly, how full circle and special was it for you to have all the guys working out at South Mountain a few days ago?
Yeah, Tuesday was awesome. We had all the guys working out at South Mountain, lifting in the weight room. I was there for 12 years, you know, and we had a bunch of teachers come out and they were fired up, and it was really, really cool. Yep.
Wow. A line drive from one of your former collegiate Bananas to another one. Meadows to Bloomer.
That's it. Hey, back on line drives, ladies and gentlemen. Don't freeze on line drives, back on line drives. Cox showed us how to do it right there.
There it is.
Hey, Bloomer's sitting here talking trash to me. We're about to walk this sucker off. Bloomer, walk off, buddy.
You had the pleasure of coaching Bloomer for 2 years. How scary is it to now have to coach against him?
Hey, he's one of my favorite players I ever coached. Bloomer, when he gets hot, watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nice play by Cornette.
When he gets hot, you see 2 homers in Grayson Stadium, 2 homers in Lexington County the next night.
Yeah, I know. I got scared the other day because he hit 2 home runs on us. Thought it was coming back-to-back nights again.
Good battle here between Ponce and Deeb. Nanner's extra hitter walked off the 3rd inning with a fielder's choice. His tour-leading 17th inning ender of the year.
There's 1 out right here. Nice.
Full count. And this is a guy who's been as clutch as anybody for you this year, Gillum.
Hey, he has some of the most professional at-bats on our squad, and we're about to get another one right here. Babe. Oh, down, save. Ah.
You just said,
Whoa.
Gillum, you're supposed to go back on a line drive.
Baby. It's tough. Good play by Acuff. Good play by Acuff.
That's another one of your former collegiate Bananas. Gillum, thank you so much. It was quick, but it was a blast, man.
Appreciate you, boys. You guys are studs.
There goes Tyler Gillum. Another look at the excellent play from Acuff. Over to Bloomer at 3rd just in time. And we will pop up into the broadcast booth after we honor all the military members, both past and present here in Mesa, Arizona. We pass that along to everybody watching here on a fantastic Saturday night in virtual Banana Land with Josh Dolevsky. I'm Biko Scala. It's time to give you the possibility of earning a free pair of shoes courtesy of our friends over at Zappos. You know how to do it if you've been here for a while. Click the link in the comment section, description of the broadcast as well on the tube, and then you will fill out all of your relevant information. There will be a spot for a buzzword. You'll get it after our drum roll. Table. Table is our buzzword tonight. Why it's table? Beats me. We're not in High Point, North Carolina.
The spelling, I'll just pull a,
it's good to,
take card out of Cowboy Kyle's book
and
do that. Spelling T-A B-L-E, table.
Table. I'm guessing that our coordinating producer, the director of this broadcast, Chad Reese, looked up the. Nope. Okay, he just actually the voice of God. I was going to say probably looked up the Wikipedia
Article
word of the day.
Word of the day.
Yeah, correct. Potato. Turns out, and that's true. Good job, Chad. Table in Spanish is Mesa.
I wish
Table.
that I had remembered that. I took 3 levels of collegiate Spanish.
Only took 1 in college, but I took 4 in high school. So it's
I
tough.
still don't know how to use the preterite.
It's in the deep recesses of my brain. Mr. Reese, thank you for unlocking that tidbit. Andy Archer, the new man to hurl it for the Nanners, 3rd guy out of the pen. He had an excellent start to his banana ball career, has struggled with control a little bit as of late, and that's blown up his numbers a pinch.
Yeah, Andy Archer, for the most part, just has to hone in his control out there on the mound. At one point, had a 2-to-1 strikeout to sprint ratio this season. Obviously not the same anymore. And for Andy, get the feeling he's going to be able to dial it back in tonight. He's had some encouraging outings, but it's allowing almost 2 men to reach every inning pitched this season, but is striking out 17% of batters. So that is the good for Andy Archer on the season.
Dustin Baber gives the fans an opportunity to make a play. I lied. That one on top of the roof bounces all the way back to Gabe Howell on the field. Archer, another one of our guys from the greater Atlanta area, out of Marietta, Georgia. That one stroked foul once again. The net comes in between that ball and the fans. And he spent 4 years at Georgia Tech, finished up at the University of Hawaii. And that is a flail and a miss from Baber. Got him with the high, stinky cheese. Andy has 3 different fastballs, 4-seam, 2-seam, and a cutter. And then his lone off-speed pitch is a split changeup. It is a very unique arsenal.
And that is the start that Andy Archer was looking for. 3 pitches and a quick strikeout of Dustin Baber. And of course, you get the celebration, him planting an arrow each time he records a K.
And there's the split change to jump ahead of ball home. Andy's gonna do dizzy bat on the mound. He is dizzying himself. That is 3 turns. Make it 4. How about 5? Now he's gonna try and get his bearings, find the rubber, and he plunks ball home. That was a predictable outcome. And all the party animals doing the worm, quote unquote, wiggling with it.
Well, Bronson Ballholm's been working with Jake Skull all season to perfect his worm, and you see it put to good use there after the pitch goes awry from Andy Archer, who is still all smiles.
Ball home, plunked for the 2nd time this year, on base for the 2nd time tonight. Just trying to time up Archer, had a big secondary, but then slammed the brakes. As Andy, affectionately known around these parts as Randy, jumps ahead of Hussein. That is an ugly swing on a gnarly split changeup.
He's gone low to Jordan Hussein. Now may try and mix up the location, try and elevate the heater against the party animals. Extra heater goes high, gets another 3-strike punch out, and the throw down for Eric Jones Jr. will nab Bronson Ballholm. A strike him out, throw him out, double play, and 2 minutes and 23 seconds in the inning for Archer.
That was a beauty and an incredible prediction from you, Mr. Talevsky. It was the high gas, a perfect strike to second from EJ. Let's get it down to Jesse Cole.
Coming on down here in some fun outfits. And your name?
Carrie.
Carrie, may I ask how old you are?
45.
45 years old, Carrie. And your name?
Janice with Scottsdale Little League.
Janice, good plug. Janice, and how old are you?
47.
So we have a 45-year-old and a 47-year-old, and we're going to have a race here, and it's involving some of our players. They're going to have to run to first and have drinks with the players. Then they're going to have to run to third and pick up the players and take them home. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cougar Race. Carrie and Janice, on your marks, get set, go! And there goes Carrie in the blonde, Janice the bread. And they have to have drinks with the players. Look at them, and a drink with those young guys. Look at Janice go from Scottsdale Little League. And Carrie's coming around, full speed ahead. And Janice now has to pick up the player. Oh, what a strategy. And she's trying to take him home. Here we go, Janice is ahead. She's coming home. Can she stay on her feet? And she's got it! And coming in strong is Carrie. And there you have it, the winner of our Cougar Race, 47-year-old Janice.
That was one of the most dominating Cougar Race performances we have ever seen. Janice, you're a legend of the game.
I just want to say that I think we've got a Split C nomination in store for Best Promotion this year. I think the Cougar Race is easily one of the couple of nominations.
It's a rookie on this 2024 Banana Ball World Tour. It is incredible. Bottom of the 7th inning, the Bananas lead 2-1. Dalton Ponce out for his second inning of work. Ahead of Eric Jones Jr., 0-1. Ponce out of Fontana, California. EJ, a Charlotte, North Carolina guy. Bites on the slider down and away. Ponce, a 5-pitch mix. 4-seam and 2-seam heaters. Change up the slider you just saw, as well as a 12-6 curve. He will drop down to sidearm. As that thing tumbles out of the sky into Bloomer's mitt for out number 1.
Great plan of attack for Dalton Ponce. Even though Eric Jones Jr. took the Sean Fluke bender out of the park in the 4th inning, Ponce just continued to go off speed to EJ, had him out in front of that second pitch, and EJ getting underneath another one, and a first out for Dalton Ponce, who now has to attack Reese Alexiadis.
Slider backs up on him. Reese doubled and scored in the 5th. And sends that one out of the premises. A couple California kids doing battle here in Phoenix tonight. Reese out of Manhattan Beach. They're behind 1 and 2. Get 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Ponce, both of the balls that he's thrown to Reese Alexiadis in this at-bat, missing inside, trying to jam Alexiadis, it would seem, and runs one inside yet again. Reese turns on it, is galloping down the line at first base, and that will cost him extra bases, but how about the show Reese Alexiadis put on getting to first base?
A little shrug of the shoulders. It would have been bang bang at second. Tanner Thomas has an excellent arm. So he decided to choose entertainment instead of risking it, and now he's going to try and steal second. The throw just in time. Cannon from Cornett. Quick tag from Baber. And Alexiadis caught stealing for the first time in 6 tries this year.
Impressive stuff for Dalton Cornett. For the most part, the Bananas have run all over him this season, but is able to nab Alexiadis for the first time, and always fun to see how pumped up Dalton Cornett gets when he's able to throw out base runners, considering the party animal starting to catch Taj Porter and Bronson Ballholm a lot more lately.
Over a 3-game weekend like we've had here in Mesa, you'll see each guy get 1 game behind the dish. It was Bronny Thursday night, Taj last night, and DC3 here, obviously, this evening.
And it's a way to keep guys fresh throughout the tour and also keep the bats fresh as well. And Dalton Ponce with an effective 7th inning for the Party Animals. Gets a little help from Dalton Cornett and then comes up with the punch out of Dan Oberst. The inning finishes in 2 minutes and 59 seconds.
Another look at the strikeout. Let's get it down to Jake Lialios for mid-game report.
Party Animals pitcher Jake Lialios. The only catch is Jake can't see what's actually happening behind him. How's it going, Jake?
Shark, I'm doing great over here. I'm down the third baseline with my Party Animals and ready to give you the news.
Jake, what is the deal with all of this?
Man, where do I begin? Whatever you're seeing behind me right now, I've never seen it before. All I can say is I want all of the credit and none of the blame.
How long has this been fermenting, Jake?
Oh, well, I mean, we only have 2 hours here, so it couldn't be too long, but it looks like it's been heating up for a good while now.
Jake, how are you not scared down there? You seem cool as a cucumber.
Well, to be honest, I've seen a fair share of things in Banana Land. This is a first for me, but I can smell something that I'm not loving.
This might be a little jarring for some of our viewers, Jake. Don't you think so?
I think we might be in a bit of a pickle if we don't get something done about this soon.
Jake, we just have one more question. Time for one more. Would you say this story is your bread and butter? I'm sure you've relished this opportunity.
My bread and butter, and I relish this opportunity. I think it's getting hot, and I'm gonna dog something that you wouldn't want to believe. I have a hot dog with Chicago pickles, relish, mustard, you name it, onions.
Jake, that's what you think's actually happening behind you. Time for you to take a look at what's going on.
That seems about right, folks. This is something we see just about every day.
And that is our mid-game report with Jake Lialios.
A bit right out of whose line is it anyway there?
He could be a great correspondent for us, you know.
Young Colin Mockerty. Ryan Stiles. Top of the order for the Party Animals here in the top of the 8th. Nanners lead by a point as Hampton sends this back to Rack. And he pulls off the Rack flip. Third backflip catch of his rookie campaign.
And the most impressive trick play we've seen from Rack to date. This one, a screamer out to left field, liked the way it was lining up for him, and comes away with yet another backflip catch. Again, a guy getting better and better daily in Banana Ball.
Quick 1-1 count on Bryson Bloomer. Couple flyouts with a single sandwiched in between, and he keeps that one fair. Hot shot into the left field corner, and he will motor into second with a stand-up double.
Big base knock for Bryson Bloomer here in this 8th inning. The Party Animals still down 1 point to the Bananas, but Bloomer putting himself in scoring position for the tour leader in runs batted in. Now up Jake Skull.
Jake extended his Banana Ball record, reached base streak to 37 games in the 3rd inning with a 2-base sprint. As that wild pitch moves Bloomer to within 90 feet of scoring. A strikeout and a ground out on Jake's other 2 trips to the dish. The former Texas Rangers and New York Yankees minor leaguer picks up the RBI ground out. Nice play by Olsen to keep that thing in the infield and get it out on the play as the Animals have a chance to tie this game in points. And we'll celebrate with an arm wrestling matchup right on home plate. Hussein with an early lead. Bloomer battling back. Hussein back ahead. Bloomer trying to execute. Hussein with the lead. Bloomer with a big victory at the end as the Animals lead the 8th inning 1-0.
A tough series of events for Andy Archer. The wild pitch coming back to bite him. Biko, I think you said it perfectly. That was a massive play by Jackson Olsen to retire Jake Skull. No Party Animals on the base pass, and you get a second out. As Chase Acup takes the second pitch from Andy Archer, skies it into left field. and rack. It is twice as nice in the 8th inning. 2 rack flips, and the Bananas come away with a 2-minute and 36-second inning.
Robert Anthony Cruz makes it backflip catch number 2. Electric Boogaloo. And what a way to send Sloan Park into its 3rd yellow celebration of the weekend. Jesse letting the folks know it's time to light up the sky.
A little bit of yellow. Here we go.
The Valley of the Sun is ablaze with light. Middle of the 8th inning, the Bananas lead this game 2 points to 1. The Party Animals lead the inning 1 run to nothing. If they can put up a 0 in the bottom half, we'll be tied at 2 points each going to our 9th and final frame. What a special trip back to Phoenix this has been for us. Our 2nd weekend of the year was a few minutes down the road in Peoria, in the spring training home of the Mariners and Padres. The Peoria Sports Complex, now in its 31st year of existence, just a miraculous place for banana ball, and a place we visited back-to-back years. I would love, come 2025, to make another trip here to Sloan Park, the spring training home of the Chicago Cubs. This place is unbelievable. Jesse Cole, I know you agree.
Go Bananas!
It's just the kind of emotion that over 15,000 Bananiacs and Party Animals faithful will bring to you. Take a look at Zach Blankenship, who has been excellent here in his 2nd World Tour.
Yeah, Zach Blankenship has really started to evolve into an excellent banana ball pitcher, showing great control of the zone. Unfortunately, the ball four sprint came back to bite him last night, led to a walk-off for the Bananas. But Blankenship coming into this ball game mainly to face 2 lefties due up for the Bananas in this inning, Robert Anthony Cruz and Jackson Olsen.
Really nice. First pitch, change up there to Howell. And then fires his sinker in there for strike 2. That's what he'll throw about 50% of the time. As he leaves it outside. 1-2 on Gabe Howell. Able to fight that one off. Blankenship low 90s with the fastball. It is a very heavy pitch. Induces a lot of ground balls. And then he'll work in a curveball and splitter as well as the change.
And trying to get Gabe Howell to continue to nibble on this outside part of the plate. Now 3 straight pitches that have been on the outside portion of the zone. We will see if Blankenship looks to mix it up and maybe run one in on the hands of Howell now. This one inside, right back to Zach Blankenship between the legs, and it's the first career trick play for Blanky.
Bam Bam has out number 1. There's one of those aforementioned ground balls. And the Bat Boy will make an appearance. Excellent work, Jacoby. Hold that pose.
And he holds the bat as well.
Yeah, he's only our 3rd Bat Boy in the last 5 here on this trip out west to take the bat back to the dugout with him. It's a lost art. Rack is in. Blankenship off screen was doing some funky kicks up into the air. Zach out of Fleming Island, Florida, just like Tanner Thomas.
Could be a Radio City Rocket with those kicks. That was amazing.
Well, we've seen his incredible balance at work. He has won both of the Banana Land handstand competitions we've had in pregame ceremonies across the past month. Beating the likes of Kyle Lewicks, Rack, the man at the dish, Alex Ziegler. A lot of great handstand guys on the Banana side, but nobody can outlast Blankenship as this one blasted out to the berm in left center. A rack attack, his third cruise missile of the year, and we're knotted at a run each here in the 8th.
Have yourself an 8th inning Robert Anthony Cruz. 2 backflip trick plays, now leaves the yard, and here come the acrobatics as he comes across to score, touching that finger on home plate.
The former Washington Nationals minor leaguer has some prolific pop. That was a heater outside corner. He got the arms extended, and Cruz knew it off the bat.
The world's tallest hitter. Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Now it'll be Dakota Stilts Albritton representing the inning-winning run. Watched him rocket a one-hopper to the wall in Albuquerque in his last trip to the dish. Thinks about stealing first, but he is not the fleetest of foot, so he'll hang tight and wait for a 2-0 offering from Blankenship.
And these two have faced off before in Banana Ball. And all time, it is Stilts 0 for 1 against Blankenship. This one chopped. Party Animals trying for the trick play, and they will still get the out against Stilts.
Boy, they were playing with fire there. Dakota busting it down the line. And from Acuff to Baber to Bloomer, they just nabbed the pride of Ellaville, Georgia by a hair.
I mean, Bryson Bloomer had to get that ball out as quickly as possible to still nab Stilts. And it's Baber who will come away with the trick play in this situation, bounce passing that one to Bloomer.
That is 6, 4, 5, 3. TPO going to Baber. For everybody scoring at home. And a 2-2 count on Brandon Crosby. Struck out his last time, worked a 2-base sprint, and scored the inning-winning run in the 3rd his first time around. And we'll see another 2-2. And now a full count on the man out of Mechanicsville, Virginia. The payoff pitch to Showtime. Knifed foul, look out Emerson Elmgren. The Iron Horse of BTV had to jackknife out of the way, and I don't know how she dodged it. It's Keanu Reeves type stuff as Crosby earns his 2nd sprint of the night, 4th sprint across the last 2, and once again cruises into second base. 3 out of the 4 sprints, he's gotten 2 bags on. The only one he didn't was because it was a walk-off.
Brendan Crosby has A-grade speed for the Bananas. I think after Malachi Mitchell, it's either Brandon Crosby or Noah Bridges, the next guy up in terms of topping out in the speed department. Bananas obviously not going to pinch run for him and hope that Ryan Cox can come up with a walk-off for the Bananas to extend their lead.
Blankenship floats that one in for strike 1. This one down the left field line. Foul by a few feet. Coxie hit the farthest ball of his Banana Ball career this last time. Baseball and its brainchild, Banana Ball, both cruel sports. Probably went about 355 feet. And it's an E9 on Jake Skoll, who couldn't haul it in.
And if I'm Tanner Thomas, I am staying shaded over towards that left field foul line. Ryan Cox, a guy who loves hitting to the opposite field, and tried to do it there to earn the walk-off. And this one running inside, and it will hit Ryan Cox falling to the ground immediately and seems to be clutching his hand, I believe.
Vincent Chapman, I believe, calling this a foul ball. Ryan Cox asking for a replay review? No, he's gonna do his best Peter Griffin impersonation. And take his time rocking back and forth. Trying to ease the pain out of his body. And he's good. It worked. So it turns out Chapman was just calling it a dead ball hit by pitch, but Coxey was waving the hand like, hey, I want a replay on that.
That is the greatest acting job I've ever seen on a hit by pitch.
Retweet.
And Francis, the banana ball trainer, was sprinting out of the Bananas dugout to make sure that he was okay.
Understandable, the concern from Francis Gilbert. Jake Skoll will grab this for out number 3. The inning-winning run stranded, but the solo home run from Robert Anthony Cruz ties it. Here's the young professor.
On the scoreboard, heading into the top of the 9th inning, the score sits 1 point for the Party Animals, 2 points for the Savannah Bananas. Now, if the Party Animals start to score here, things can get interesting because they can score 1 run to tie it or 2 runs to go ahead. Because, ladies and gentlemen, in the game of banana ball, in the final inning, every run counts for a point. This is high stakes. On the other side, the Bananas need just 3 outs to win this game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final inning. It's time to meet the ring dudes.
It all comes down to this. Jocelyn Allo and the boys pumping their fists as we have approached the top of the 9th. Bananas lead 2 points to 1. Zach Phillips, the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer, will try and notch the save.
This is normally a situation where you see Danny Hosley or Austin Krasminski enter the game for the Bananas. Now, Hosley started this ball game, so obviously not available. And with the workload from Krem last night, pitching the 9th inning and all 3 rounds of showdowns, it's the Bananas turning to their durable lefty to try and see if he can collect his first save this season. He is 0 for 1 in his save opportunities on tour.
You have to go all the way back to the opening series in Savannah for Philly's only other save attempt. He did end up getting the win, though, because he struck out Reese Hampton in showdowns before Dan Oberst walked the game off. And it's a good start for Phillips. Cox tries for the trick play. It's only his 7th trick play missed on the year. And Cornette hustling down the line is the tying run.
Ryan Cox got a little too aggressive. And again, we saw the same thing that happened to Brandon Crosby earlier in this game. Cox trying to bounce it off of the dirt and didn't quite get the bounce that he expected. Comes away with the trick play miss. If he had turned that, it would have been the 13th trick play of the ball game. As now here in the final inning of play, Tanner Thomas and the Party Animals are going tarps off.
With the game hanging in the balance, the bad boys of Banana Land getting rid of their jerseys. Zach Phillips will join them in that pursuit on the mound. And misses a pinch up and out. Two balls, no strikes. Philly with 4-seam, 2-seam, and cut fastballs. Continues to go with the heat here. As it's 2-1, he'll also work in a changeup and curveball.
And for Zach Phillips, imperative that he at least got 1 strike on Tanner Thomas here. Now we'll see if he decides to go something off speed with Tanner, who has struggled with that pitch, especially late in ball games, and instead Philly giving him another heater.
Yeah, that was the cutter right around the outside corner. Thomas tried to check. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The good thing here, with the pride of Texarkana, Texas on the mound, he does not have to worry about Cornette over at first. He hasn't attempted a steal on the year as this one's barely chopped foul. Thomas having a nice night. 2 for 3 with a solo home run and a single. Good play by our ball boy down the right field line.
And what we've continued to talk about this season, Tanner Thomas, an excellent hitter against left-handed pitching. He's got a .364 batting average against Zach Phillips, but comes up empty. A second strikeout in the ball game for Tanner Thomas. And Zach Phillips rightfully fired up after recording his first out tonight.
To the 7-hole we go as you get another look. Just good old country hardball. Heater right down Broadway. Thomas swings through it. And now the backdoor curveball does not find its home. And a line drive, base knock in front of Meadows. Great read by Cornette. He will slam the brakes. You get a look at the cannon that DR possesses. Perfect throw to Howell. 2 men on with 1 down now.
After a scary juggle by DR Meadows, who decides to let that ball drop, Dalton Cornette opts not to test that arm, and that was a good decision considering that was a perfect strike into Gabe Howell at third base.
Faber lined out to DR in center his first time. He has struck out on a pair of high heaters since then. Chops this to the right side. Phillips 360s and gets it to Crosby. The Party Animals are down to their final out with the tying run on third base and the go-ahead run on second. And they're going to go to their golden batter.
To their golden batter, now hitting for the Party Animals, Reese Hampton.
Both these guys with 4 years of minor league baseball experience. They find themselves facing off with Game 3 in Mesa on the line. Hampton ahead 1-0.
And when we saw these guys face off with Hampton as the golden batter, came away with a game-tying RBI single against Zach Phillips, looking for the same result there, and a base knock could possibly put the Party Animals ahead in the points department as well.
The Animals down to their final strike. Nice catch by Dearman on the deflection.
Reese Hampton right now batting in a 6.9 leverage index situation, one of the highest we've seen on the World Tour this season, and it is chopped to Ryan Cox at short. Brandon Crosby scoops it out of the dirt, and the Savannah Bananas sweep the Party Animals in Mesa, Arizona.
Philly collects his first save. He strands the game's tie-in run at third, the game's go-ahead run on second. And the Bananas improve to 19-13. 6 games better than the Party Animals, their biggest advantage of the year. Our next game will be Friday night in Fresno, California, 7 p.m. Pacific time, first pitch, 6:30 p.m. We will kick the pregame show off. As the Bananas celebrate their victory, here's Noah Bridges.
Dance!
Footloose time for the Nanners. As they take 4 out of 5 in this little mini West Coast trip thus far. And we'll pass it down to Noah to shout out all of his teammates.
It's time to meet your winning team. Up first, the entertainers, Alex Ziegler, Dalton Moulton, Flash the Kid Mitchell, and last but not least, Mesa. Starting pitcher, the jack of all trades, number 18, Danny Hosley. And your relief pitchers, Ethan Scuja, Kyle Louise, Jared Donaldson, DJ the Invader, Ryan Kellogg, Christian Dearman, Austin Kransminski, Andy Archer, Noah Niznik, and Zach Phillips. And your catcher, number 3, Eric Joe. Up next, your Jackson Olsen, Ryan Cox, Gabe Howell, Brandon Showtime Crosby, Dan Oberst, and Rack. Coming down, the outfielders, D.R. Meadows, Jocelyn Allo, Reese Hep, and Michael D. Reese Alexiadis. And coming down, your coaches, Adam Byron, Coach Gillum, and Coach Cool Ray. And the tallest man in sports, Dakota Stilts All-Britain. And last but not least, the heartthrob of Banana Land, number 9, Noah Bridges.
Jesse Cole thanking the amazing people of Mesa for 3 absolutely stupendous nights here in Sloan Park. And we will pop up into the broadcast booth with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for being a part of a fantastic Saturday night here at Virtual Banana Land. The Nanners escape with a 2-1 victory. Really a pitcher's duel. Both staffs were tremendous tonight. The Robert Anthony Cruz home run in the bottom of the 8th inning to tie that inning and avoid losing their second point to the Party Animals ends up being the difference.
Really one of the closest games we've seen throughout this entire 2024 World Tour, and it's a game that also finishes in 1 hour and 50 minutes, and of course it's aided by Eric Jones Jr. being able to end an inning in just 6 seconds for the Bananas. And tonight, the offense, really what is impressive for the Bananas, because the Party Animals able to get a 2-run home run from Reese Hampton in the 5th inning. They respond and rally. 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th against Connor Higgins. They're able to maintain a 2-1 lead. Then you fast forward into the 8th inning. You get another run for the Party Animals in the top half of that inning. The Andy Archer wild pitch leads to a run scored for the Party Animals. And once again, Robert Anthony Cruz comes up for the Bananas offense with the opposite field home run against Zach Blankenship. And then the final inning, Zach Phillips able to nut down even though things were getting a little hairy for him. And overall, a showman of the night performance from Rack. 2 trick plays, both of them backflip catches, and a 3-hit performance as well. His greatest banana ball performance to date.
There's no doubt about that. The former Washington Nationals minor leaguer was stupendous tonight in the spring training home of the Chicago Cubs, and now the Nanners are scorching hot. They win all 3 games here in Mesa. They took 4 out of 5 between Albuquerque and the 3 games here in Phoenix, and now they set their sights on Fresno, California. It'll be the first of 6 games in California coming up across the next 2 weekends. And this is a team, you saw the offense juiced up a lot this year. That has been a big help. But now that the pitching is starting to find their way, they just look at incredibly.
And I think what made somewhat of a difference this weekend for the Bananas was changing up the order of the pitchers going in games. For a couple of weeks, we saw the same kind of rotation rolled out. Noah Nisnik opening the game, Cowboy Kyle coming in relief of him. Ryan Kellogg starts games, Jared Donaldson coming in relief of him. We did not see that here across Mesa. Bananas pitch Noah Nisnik in game 1. Ethan Skujay is the first man to relieve him. Ryan Kellogg starts for the Bananas, and Cowboy Kyle comes out of relief for him. And then tonight, the Bananas change things up. They want Danny Hosley to serve as an opener for him. And even though he does give up a point to the Party Animals, Jared Donaldson, for the most part, very effective coming in relief for Danny Hosley, had better command of the strike zone tonight and showed a really strong fastball, and also the splitter dialed in as usual.
Yeah, Hosley looked great outside of the solo home run he gave up to Tanner Thomas, which was the first of 4 long bombs away tonight here in Sloan Park. Thomas, Hampton, Jones Jr. and Cruz all leave the building, which is really impressive because this is as cavernous a stadium as you will ever see in baseball. It's 360 to each foul pole. Right center field is 398. It's 410 to dead center. It is even deeper at every single spot than Wrigley Field. It was an impressive power performance from both sides.
Well, Wrigley Field, a noted pitcher's park in Major League Baseball. These spring training facilities, especially the newer ones, designed to reflect the stadium that players play in. And nonetheless, really the ball flying out of the yard tonight. And again, big offensive performances from Eric Jones Jr. and Robert Anthony Cruz, leading to a Bananas win tonight.
All right, we have to shut this broadcast down because our folks doing an incredible job on the other side of the country are 3 hours in the future, and the people in the control room deserve sleep on this Saturday night, as do you, who are still hanging on to find out who wins a pair of shoes courtesy of Zappos. Drum roll, please. Bart Hatch, congratulations on your free pair of shoes. We'll be giving another one away on every single broadcast this year, most notably next Friday night, the next broadcast we have in Fresno, California. Okay, shout out the cast and crew real quick here. Down on the first base camera, be Emerson Elmgren, the Iron Horse of BTV, our resident Matrix specialist. On third base, Caleb Baker. Tremendous work, Caleb. Same thing goes for your brother on the low home cam, Mr. Jeremy Baker. On high home, Lex Fowler. Lex-tacular, Battlestar Galactica, a Swiss Army knife of BTV. And on the center field cam for the third straight night, Jeff Haynes, you were terrific out there, my friend. On the wireless, Mr. Clayton Franklin. We know him and we love him. He is Clay Pimp around these parts. And on the fan cam, Reagan Panapinto. Reagan, excellent work getting us some really cool shots of the second largest crowd in Banana Ball history. And all of this cast and crew here on site, handled by Kylie Sadamka, our coordinating producer across the last 3 nights. Kylie, just as good as they come. Now for the folks across the country in the hostess city of the South, this broadcast directed by the straw that stirs the sweet, sweet drink that is Bananas Television, Mr. Chad Reese, with the best hair in the Northern Hemisphere. When it comes to our technical director, it was Griffin Ellis, pressing all the right buttons. I might have to do a retry on my Simpsons homage home run call. Kind of absolutely butchered the heck out of it. But Griffin, you get 2 shout-outs because of it. You'll get 2 shout-outs another night because of it. On the replay, Mr. Jackson Hamilton, excellent work getting us some second, third, and fourth shots at what we needed to see again the most. Jackson. On the audio, KD Duke handling the 1s and the 2s and doing it in dominant fashion. On the scorebug tonight, Kwanzi, one name, you know him, you love him, and we have to give a very happy birthday, not a part of the broadcast tonight, but has dominated more scorebugs than anyone in BTV history. Michael Basista, happy birthday, my dear friend. Now to wrap it up in the control room, the graphics run by Julia Massey, the statistics being updated on said graphics, handled by Mikey O'Connor. They are both the best in the biz. Our moderators in the chat, Colbyte_ and Scott Thompson. Our YouTube king is Mr. Zach Bro. That is Zacharias to you, and the Italian rapscallion Chris Sacchi is our video legend. We could not do it without the man. A special thanks tonight to Brett Helton, Danny Hosley, Tyler Gillum, Connor Higgins' ex-girlfriend, Marianne. Yeah, correct. Marianne, excellent work on that, as well as Drake Toll, our Party Animals correspondent. Thank you guys all. You made this broadcast Far better than we could have ever done without you. And Mr. Josh Chalevsky, terrific work on the color commentary and statistical savantry.
Biko Scala, you might have called Sean Fluke Brett Helton just a second ago.
No.
And sure, he may have beef with Danny Hosley when they're on the field.
He does.
But I'll tell you what, there's never beef between you and I when we're calling these games.
Couldn't agree more, except for when you correct me on when the 150th Banana Ball game of all time will be. Oh, man, we were just about ready to fist fight up here. But we didn't, because the executive producers of Bananas Television, Carrie, Emily, Jesse Cole, and Jared Orton, would not like the broadcasters to be fist fighting. That's how you get yourself ejected from this booth. Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you next weekend, as I've mentioned, Friday night in Fresno, California. We will be on the West Coast some more for 6 straight games in California. Nanners win this one 2-1 in a thriller. They are now 18-13 on the year. Until we see you in Fresno, we will see you later!